Alright, so I'm up on top of our corn silage bunker right now. This is what we got left for our 2023 silage. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the next corn silage bunker. Alright, I got our mini payloader started up so it could warm up for a little bit. Should be pretty much ready to go. I got the facer on it, so I'll go ahead and hook that. Alright, so over here's the next bunker we're wanting to open. I don't want to take too much off. I think we're just going to take a little bit off. About a third of the face we're going to open up here. Alright, so all this is our 2024 corn silage. Well, there's another bunker over there, but this is the next one we want to start anyways. I'm only going to probably open it up to about here or so, just because we want to feed this first, I don't know, foot or two to the heifers, and from there it should be all pretty good. I'll open it and see what it looks like, and then I only want about a little bit, like right about here, I think I'm going to open, because there's still quite a bit left in that other bunker, but we want to mix it. That way it's not so much of a or not as much of a big change for the milk cows when we start feeding it to them. Alright, so what's nice about this bunker here is I got the tire pile right over here, and since we're just starting the bunker, I'm able to kind of, rather than throwing all the tires, I can just come up here a ways to where I want and just back drag the tires off the bunker. I'll just bring them down to here. It's a lot easier to pick them up when they're down here on the ground, because the plastic's really slick. Well, it's really slippery, I should say, because it's kind of snowing / raining out right now, and it's freezing. And this just makes it a lot easier when it's a flat surface rather than trying to pick all these tires up on an incline. And this only works for when we're starting a bunker, because you know the feed's right down to the ground. When you got that straight up and down face, that you can't really do this. So there's always going to be more tires too when you're opening it, I guess. So yeah. Alright, this is about all I want to really take off for now. I'll clean that up over there. I'll have to do that by hand. But this all here, I can probably just push it into the pile. My uncle's over there. He's about to make a premix for the milk cows. You can see the truck in the background. It's behind the tractor right now, but that's my grandpa, and he's going to be getting pails of grain for our heifers. Alright, so these tires here I'll have to clean up by hand. This one's an ice. I'll have to see if I can get that. I should be able to. But, you know, I'll pick up these couple up here. Those I might just push into the pile, I'm thinking. But these I gotta throw in the bucket, so. These tires we gotta sort. These go in a different pile. These are the car tires. I'll just throw them over here for now. Alright, so some of these tires, like this one's kind of frozen and a little, so I can't just lift it out. I'll have to mess with the two hands later. Yeah, when they're frozen down, you usually gotta tie on them until they come out. And they're definitely not as easy to keep out. This one might be tough. Gotta sometimes break some of the ice around them, or you can grab the plastic. This one rolls right through. Alright, so I got everything pretty well cleaned up. I'll dump these in the pile. then I'll just push these over there. Yeah, I don't know. It's not like snow, it's like rain frozen with a little bit of snow maybe, I don't know. It's really slick though when you're up here. So yeah, the little bit of ice here wasn't much compared to when it's really bad is up on top along the wall. Sometimes water will just kind of sit there on the plastic. With these car tires, they freeze right in there. They're really tough to get out. Sometimes you got to bring a bar up there, but not like this. These sidewall tires are really nice. So all right, so we don't stack them or anything. We used to, but this year we're just piling them. You know, it seems to be working all right. I guess stacking, they might stay a little cleaner. They're easy to grab when you're covering the pile. They're easier to scoop up, but we're gonna try and pile these this year. So I'll go ahead and push these on over there. I'll see how that goes. I don't want the bucket all the way on the ground, but I want it pretty close. Something like this, I think. So push some of them off to the side, but I can probably clean it up in a little bit here. That definitely made it go. It was a lot easier, you know, rather than picking all these up, throwing them in the bucket. It doesn't look like I grabbed too much straw or whatever, of snow or sleet or whatever's on the ground there. These I'll have to throw in by hand, that way I don't grab too many other tires, because it's pretty close to the plastic there. So I'll just go ahead and push these ones in a pile, and then that's pretty good, I'd say. Alright, I'll just go ahead and throw all these in the bucket. There. So a lot of people were wondering what we're going to do with this shed. We already took most of the tin off on the other side. We're just going to tear that one down there. We got this one over here now. We just put up this fall, I think. You can see it's making his premix over here. So this mixer's outside because these doors, they're not wired up yet quite. So we're just going to leave it outside for this little bit here. You know, there's no like switch buttons or whatever to push to open the door. So we gotta wait to get them in, then we'll go ahead and put the mixer in there. So I gotta go get that knife to cut the plastic though. Alright, so I got the knife. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get up here to cut the plastic. I guess I could have took these two off, but I'll open this corner up a little more too. Alright, I'll go ahead and finish cutting it. Looks like I missed this tire. I'll be back up here probably 3 days or so to open, maybe 4, to open up that half. Like I said, I'm just trying to get a little bit open here so we can get started on it. We want to start feeding it to the heifers, this front little half. That way we do still have time to mix it for the milk cows. We want to mix both bunkers, I guess, or I should say. It looks pretty good, but I guess, which is what we want, so. Now we're pretty much down to the ground. So that's what it's gonna look like. It's not too bad down here, you know. It's definitely froze solid. All right, so this front little half here is what we're really wanting to feed to the heifers, probably like mainly up to here. After that, it's pretty good. Might be a little dry up here at the front of the bunker. I think it got a little, some of the corn got away on us, but it's pretty good feed. It'll get wetter as we go back. So now I'm just gonna go and get this plastic in the bucket over there. I gotta make sure that pieces like this don't get away, because it's pretty windy out right now, and I don't want to go chasing after these. So, all right, so that dumpster over there, that's for recycling this bunker plastic. And because we recycle it, we got to get all this trash off, ice and, well, mainly the straw and stuff. And this is a separate sheet, so I'm going to pull this one out first. Then I just flip it to dump all the ice and snow and whatnot off. Right here's a lot. So I put it in this bucket because it makes it easier to dump it into that dumpster rather than putting it in there by hand or anything. Alright, so he's currently unloading the premix. He's gonna be backing this back in there. He already had it back then. He dumped a bunch out. It's a 27,000 pound load. He's got to unload 3,000 more pounds. First he's got to push it in with the payloader though. So he's gonna go do that now. There. It just takes one push back, and that's enough for that 3,000 pounds that he's gonna dump in. So he's dumping the mixer right now. Alright, so here's why I put it in the bucket. It's a lot easier to get it in the bin or the dumpster. And then when the dumpster's full, I can use this to help push it down the plastic, which is always nice, because then we can get more in there. So there, now I'll just get out and close the doors and push some of that plastic that's over there in. Alright, so the last job I want to do tonight is I want to get this sidewall plastic here cut. Both bunkers, the hay over there and this one. This is the corn silage bunker I showed at the beginning of the video. All we gotta do is just fold that and just cut it. There. Cuts pretty good. And make sure we get all the feed off that's down here. Alright, now we got the ladder here so we can crawl up it. That, like I was talking about earlier, that freezing, this is what happens with these car tires when they freeze. I can't even pull the plastic out there. It's so frozen. On these corners, sometimes I gotta leave the plastic just because this stuff gets so tough. And then with the face, I'll just push up on it and it breaks the ice up. That way I can get to it, or get the tires off. You know, here's the ice, a couple inches thick it looks like. So I'll just cut it off here. There. Alright, so this is the last side for the hay bunker I got here. Cut. There we go. The ladder's kind of slick. Look at that. freezing rain we got sprinkling. It wasn't really raining, it was just kind of misting out. There, that's all I gotta do. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.